Steve, thank you. President Trump announced he will direct the government to release files related to aliens and UFOs. And since that announcement, social media is just buzzing about what could come out of it.
There truly is so much interest around this. We can all speculate, but let's go to the scientists. So joining us now live to help sort through all this information is scientist and Harvard professor Avid Loeb. Professor, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
And we want to jump right into this. We have a lot of questions. First, ton of speculation here about what actually could be released. You've been involved in so many projects and work and fellowships. If you could take an educated guess, what kind of new information do you think will actually be shared?
Well, first, are we alone is the most romantic question in science. And we should be guided by evidence. It's not a matter of belief. The question is, I mean, the US government collects data on our skies, in our oceans. And the question is whether any of this data shows objects that may have been manufactured by some technological civilization beyond this world. And that can be attended to just by studying the data in the scientific way. For example, if there are materials that were retrieved, we can easily check if the isotope abundances in this material appear different than what we are used to in the solar system. That would imply that the material originated from outside the solar system. If we have some satellite imagery of unusual objects, we can check if they're moving in ways that are well outside the performance envelope of human-made technologies. That could be tested. The question is, do we have such high-quality data? And we don't know because it was under wraps. And the intelligence agencies obviously would keep it classified because they don't want to be embarrassed that they're not figuring out what flies in our sky. Also, the sensors that were used are classified, so the data may be classified. But there is a solution to that. Well, first, if we go back 50 years, whatever existed back then technologically was not as advanced as it is now and is not relevant for the battlefield today. So that data could be released without any problem. Also, if we see things that are definitely not human-made, that's a question that scientists should address. What's the origin? What's the nature of these things? If it's not produced by humans, it has nothing to do with national security.
I think you said it perfectly, highlighting all the unknowns that still remain. I'm wondering if the files are declassified, how likely is it that we'll get confirmation of extraterrestrial life? And what about you? Do you think aliens are real?
I think it's very likely. I think it's arrogant to think that we are at the top of the food chain within the Milky Way galaxy. The only question is, did they arrive to our backyard? That's a very specific question. You may have neighbors that never bother to visit you, but this question should not be held in secrecy. I mean, if you find a tennis ball in your backyard that indicates that you have a neighbor, you better not hold it secret from your family members at the dinner table, because that neighbor may show up at your front door one day. And I really hope that Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna will be able to lead the task force and get much more data than she was able to get in the past regarding unidentified objects. And I communicated to her that I'll be glad to assist Congress and the US government in trying to figure out the nature of these unidentified objects.
So interesting, and the science, looking at the data and the science at hand, and we will wait and see what comes to light. Harvard professor Avid Loeb, thank you so much for joining us with your insight and expertise.
Thanks for having me.